1 o'clock in the morning. She's still up and joining there. That's unbelievable.
She's so good. Yeah.
I don't sleep very good, so I use my time.
Use it wisely. It's amazing. Okay, so let's go to slide 3, if you don't mind, Shoshana. We're going to look at some Powtoons examples. What have both of you already seen before from Powtoons?
Only the one what you did.
Only what I did.
Examples I've seen it before. I mean, I checked your links. Yeah.
Okay, good. So if you don't mind going into present, Shoshana, we can look at this one together. We're going to just look very quickly at one example for Hebrew language and one for Tanakh. So this first one here is a Hebrew language one. Maybe you guys saw the specific example before. If so, I apologize to sit through it again. It's me and my husband trying to put on fake Israeli accents and read through it, so enjoy that. Okay, so if you click present, Shoshana, up at the top, and then it'll be able to let you play the video.
יש לנו מרק בטטה ומרק בצל. מה אתה רוצה? מרק בצל. מצוין. אבל אני רוצה את זה בלי בצל. מרק בצל בלי בצל? אי אפשר. אתה רוצה אולי מרק בטטה? לא, לא. מרק בצל בלי בצל. אני לא אוהב בצל. אוקיי. אני אשאל את השף. תודה. אתה רוצה שתייה? כן, אני רוצה. מעולה. מיץ תפוזים, לימונדה או מיץ גזר? מיץ גזר, אבל אני רוצה את זה גזר. אני לא אוהב גזר. אני אשאל את השף. הנה האוכל שלך. אבל זה רק כוס מים וקרת מים.
Okay, so that was our example. This, as you could tell, is like a little bit more of an advanced Powtoon. We used a lot of animation. We used, obviously, our own background recording that we uploaded to it. The next example, the Sarai and Hagar one, have you both been able to see that one before?
Yeah.
Shoshana, you have or you have not?
No.
Okay, so let's look at it quickly. This is a bit of a different style of Powtoon. It's on the next slide. This one is more using like background images and background music and writing on top, but it still is a good way to make a video. So let's just watch it quickly. I'm sorry, Yaakov, if you have to watch this again.
Thanks.
Okay, so that was also a cute example. Smadar made that one. Okay, so now now that we've seen some examples, we're going to look on the website and see how to make both of these different types. That's on to the next slide. Okay, so if we just click on here, we're going to look basically very quickly at the website. So you do need a paid account if you want most features of Powtoons. You can create some for free, but they are not as advanced. So you can go to log in to start.
Start now?
Yeah, go to log in. You see up the top?
Oh.
Yeah, or start now. Either one is fine. You can log in for now through Google. The advanced features are certain things like extra animation. It doesn't have the Powtoons tag at the end. I don't know if that matters to you. There's certain things like that that are more helpful. You can pick here if you want to designate what you're using this for, work, education, personal, or you can skip and remind me later. Okay, so now we see in the middle here, there's 3 different options for a Powtoon. There's start from scratch. That's the one that I made at the restaurant. That's you do absolutely everything yourself, add your own background, add your own people, add everything. There's build your story scene by scene, which gives you a template and you just fill it out with different things and customize a popular template. They literally give you the whole video and you just fill in the right words that work for you. So let's start with the easiest one, customize a popular template. Do you mind clicking on that one? That's the yellow.
The yellow.
Thank you. This one is definitely the easiest to make. And if you would assign a student to make a Powtoon as a project, end of the year assignment, anything like that, this would probably be the easiest place to start. So first you're going to want to pick if you're a teacher or a student.
So now for now,
you can pick either way. We can see either way. And you see there's all these different ones that show up. If you want to make it a book report, you can search by category also. You can just pick one of these and we can look through it quickly. Whichever one looks good to you. Yes, they let you preview it first if you want to just have a look at it. We can see what it's going to look like. Okay, so if you click use this template, then we're going to see how we can customize it.
Okay.
So just with any of them, just click on use. Someone have a question?
Yes, I have a girl now doing a project about kashrut.
Sure.
Okay, she will go to put a lot of things, information on slide for younger children.
Great.
Because I need to teach her kashrut because she's bas mitzvah and she don't like to come. I said to her, no, we're going to prepare something for the younger children. And she loved it today. So you think I can use that?
Yeah, absolutely. So what Powtoons is basically is it is a slideshow, but it can animate it into a video for you. If you want to, this is just a quick video to watch, but you can X out of it for now just to show you how to make it. You can just X out of it for now, Shoshana. It's just showing you what to do. But you can always go back and look at that later. So what you see is on the left side, there's all these slides and they're already pre-filled out for the most part. It looks similar to like if we're just an X at the top right.
How I stop the video?
There's a little X on the top right. Do you see that? Go all the way up to the top of the white box.
Yes.
All the way up. Yeah, there's a little X. Yeah, just X out of it. And then you see on the left side, it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are all the prepared slides. So you see where it says, hello, my name is. You can click on that text box and add in your own text. If I was doing it, say, hello, my name is Shania. You can customize it however you want. If you don't like that part at all, you can just erase that text box. But it is very easy to customize since all the places are already in there for you. The background music is there for you. The characters, the text, you just need to add in your own. Of course, it still can be customized a little bit more, but it's already starting you off very basic. It has to probably fit these categories a little more specifically. So let's say something like kashrut, you might have a bit of a harder time. You need to find something more general and have her customize it for that. There won't be anything so specific for that. But okay, so if you go back now, just go back to the Powtoons homepage. You can get there by just clicking on where it says Powtoon on the top left. Let's just see where it says Powtoon up at the top left. Yeah. Now we can check out the middle sample, build your story scene by scene.
Okay.
Yeah, just click on that blue button in the middle. Okay, I think this one took us back to where we just were. So go back one more time if you don't mind. You see the blue one in the middle, build your story scene by scene, the blue?
Yes.
Yeah. So this one makes it like a storyboard for us. You can pick your look. You can have, they have different types of characters. So I guess this also would be based on what your needs are. If you want it to be this infographic one is more if you're like creating like a chart, if you were doing like a presentation, corporate is even more professional looking. You can do like cartoony superheroes. You can do the whiteboard one where they're kind of like writing it in like you saw in one of those videos. So you can just pick any of these and go from there. Okay, now again, we can change over student and teacher. And then here it just basically outlines the story for you. They say intro, then, define what you're doing, add specifics, draw a conclusion. They already give you the structure for the story. So once you click on any of these slides, just click add intro or any of them. Okay, so then what it does is it gives you a bunch of options at the bottom. So you can, click the one with the airplane, you can click any of these, and it's less specifically built because you have a bunch of options to choose from here, and then you can just customize those options. So, the first slide can be about an airplane, the next slide doesn't have to be about an airplane. It can be about a birthday or these presents or whatever you want it to be. So it's like a step up from the one we just looked at where everything was really, really laid out for you. Here, it's still laid out, but you have a little bit more wiggle room with it. Now, if you go back one more time, Shoshana, if you don't mind, we'll look at the most complicated way to make a Powtoon. You can just click leave. We didn't create anything important. Just press the blue leave button in the middle. Excellent. Okay, so now do the one that says start from scratch, the kind of turquoise button.
Yeah.
So now we have nothing prepared for us at this stage. This one, it's completely up to you what you're doing, what you're adding to it. Again, you choose the look you want. You can do, cartoon or whatever you want to pick. Okay, and now you see it just blank. This is as though we have a blank Google slideshow or something like that in front of us. And they do give you a few options for scenes. If you look on the right, you can add intro, you can add specific situations, concepts, and they still will allow you to choose from some of those pre-made templates there. But you can also just completely start from scratch. All the way on the right, you see there's a toolbar that says background, text, objects, graphs. You can add any of your own things that you want there. So in background, you can even upload your own background from the web, anything that's stored on your computer, you can add there. You can add your own text boxes, you can customize it. And then let's say, you would want to do something about kashrut, then you under objects might want to click on that, and then you can search in objects animals or a knife. I don't know what type of kosher you're talking about, how to kosher something or kosher animals, whatever is relevant. Once you click on something, you see object, just click on it. Yeah, and then you see it says search object. So just put whatever thing you're looking into in the top there. You can just put cow or whatever thing you think would be helpful for you, and they'll show you what they already have. And if not, then they always let you upload your own. And then you can add that in there too.
Oh, that is very good because we did it on the slideshow, so we can take our pictures there.
Exactly. So this one lets you upload your own. So you see it says there's 200 found in media. So click on that and we can look at all the different options that there are. You can just pick whichever one looks good to you.
And it's also film.
Yeah, you can also have that.
Okay.
This might be one of the more advanced features. You can just close it for now. Just click close first. Yeah. And then, yeah, click a cow. And now we have this cow on our screen. Now you see up at the top left, there's a few things we can do with this cow. That one says settings. So if you click on that, you can edit it, you can crop it, you can swap it, flip it. Those are just basic things you can do with an image, but there's other things you can do too. You see that one there, it says flip. It just turns the image around. The one next to that is crop. That's just, you know, cropping the image if you want to do that. Yeah. And then there's also the option always, you see where there's like the little magic wand. This one is all different kinds of enhancements and different ways to play with it, different effects. You can change filters, different things like that. And that's only for a photo. Now, if you would pick an object, or maybe let's add a character. Let's just exit out of this cow for now. If you go into characters on the side, you have to erase your cow, exit out of that search option. And then you go to characters.
I see send background text characters, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Then they let you choose from the different characters that you want to use, or objects, or any of those things. And they'll let you do different things with those characters. You can, each character that you click on, there's a few different options for what to do with them. You can have them be, you know, waving their hands. You can have them jump up and down, or look angry, or look sad. Some of these are features that only come with a more pro account, but every character can do some basic thing. I'm just going to wrap this up.
The character is not working with me.
Okay. That should work. We'll fix that in a second. But if you just click on anything, you can click on objects. It should all have the same idea. Well, sound is good to look at. Also, here you can choose one of their tracks as a background, or you can upload your own music. As long as it's something downloaded on your computer, just upload it onto here. So that can be a song like what we had in the Sarai and Hagar one. It can be a recording of your own. Any MP4 file should work. And they give you some categories to choose from. If you want, you can even have an audio recording and a song going on in the background at the same time. And then if you just go back to objects.
Okay.
Back to objects. Just try, you know, you can pick anything from one of these. Anything you want. That looks interesting. Pro. That one's pro. Yeah, there's some of these things show up. Yeah. So now you see there's a few other features they'll let you do with it. They let you move it from one point to another. They let you animate it a little, which means that like the objects can bounce up and down when they come in or out, or there's different slide transitions you can do. And just the last thing I'm going to quickly show you is, you see at the bottom, there's like a timeline. It goes from 0 seconds all the way to 10 seconds. That's how long you want the video to be on this specific slide. If you wanted it to be very quickly, just look at this image quickly and then we're done, then you would just press the minus button to get rid of it. If you want it to be longer, you'd press the plus and add more. So you would obviously adjust this time based on how much is going on that slide. Some slides need to be longer, some need to be shorter. You can also, each item you add can be dragged along the timeline to come earlier or later, or you can have all the items show up at once. You can have them slowly drop in during the video. It's all up to you and what is going on in your video. And if you have anything that you need specifically animated, if you say, here comes the chocolate, and you might want the chocolate to suddenly appear out of nowhere, you can do that too. It does do an auto save, but it's worthwhile to just press save up at the top. And then just to check how things are going, you can click preview right up at the top and then see how your video looks so far. Ours probably looks pretty weird so far, but you can see it anyway. And then if there's anything you don't like, you're like, wait, it was on that cow way too long. I need to go back into that slide and remove more minutes and seconds from it. So there's a lot that can be played around with here. It can be customized in 100 different ways with different objects, your own media, for backgrounds, for videos, for pictures, for images, there are a lot of features that really are helpful with the pro account. So it is worthwhile and worth looking into if you or your school have the budget for it. But if not, a basic, decent Powtoon can be created like we're seeing here also with the free account. Since we're already 5 minutes over, what'd you say?
How do you add your own voice?
How do you add your own voice? Okay, so there's 2 ways to do that. There is a place at the bottom that says record. It was under sounds. You can record right into Powtoons directly. The recorder is not the best quality from what I've seen. It's decent, but depending on what you're looking for, it's not the best. So if you have any other external way to record, you can use Vocaroo, Clip It, any other recording thing you have. Just make sure to download it onto your computer as an MP4 file, and then you can just upload it here the same way you'd upload any kind of background music or anything like that. Mm-hmm. But you're welcome to play around with the built-in recorder. Maybe you'll have better luck than I did. You see it says add voiceover. That's how you would do it.
The one that you did was...
The one that I did, I had uploaded from, I believe it was clip.it. Mm-hmm. Because I wasn't finding, it worked, but it was too echoey from the voiceover right on here. So you see it lets you record or upload. There's both options. Do you got either of you have any more questions?
Okay. It is working like the other one that you have to put it on and then stop record. Exactly. And now you're going to one that you have to put it on and then stop and then delete or save. Okay.
Exactly. So you can play around with it. And you can do that per slide. You can do one voiceover for the entire thing. It's up to you how you want to play around with that. And that is an important thing if you want an audio background, not a music that just playing nicely in the background. If you want audio that specifically syncs up to each slide, you do need to play around with the plus and minus of each slide to make sure that it's starting and stopping in the right places. It's not cutting off your words. It's not, staying for too long with dead air. You do have to play around with that a little bit. Yeah. Do you have any other questions, either of you?
No, I think I'm all time very overwhelmed when something is new. I have to play learn with
Definitely
it, and then I will come with a lot of questions because it seemed that I didn't pick up the element of what you said.
Okay, well, I'll send you the recording. You can look back on it. Also, always email me with any questions. And this that we're looking at right now is definitely the hardest, most advanced version of Powtoons. It is much, much simpler to build the first 2 that I was showing you, where they already give you a lot and you just need to change the words or the background or something like that.
Yes, but it is better to give the most complex, because then we know what is the most complex and we can adjust it.
You know how to play with it. Exactly. For a student, though, it might be too difficult. So you just have to keep that in mind.
You know Plotagon?
Yes.
So
have you used it before?
You compare Powtoons to Plotagon. What are
I
the
have not used Plotagon as much. I've also used Animoto. They all have a lot of similarities and certain differences. I think Powtoons, from what I've seen, allows for the most options, especially when you do get the pro account, which I believe is pretty inexpensive. So once you get the pro account, it really lets you feel like you're a real animator more than the others. With an Animoto or a Plotagon, you feel a little bit more like it's just like a fast-moving slideshow. With a Powtoon, it can feel a little bit more like an animated video if you're really using all of the features. That's the biggest difference that I've seen. But they all are good tools and all have advantages to them.
It is funny because most of these tools, my daughter knows them because she works with online school. And it is so funny because she knows it, but I ask her all the time, how you do that? How you do that?
Yeah, good. Well, she's there to help, I'm sure. And I'm here to help. Happy to answer any questions. Does anyone have any more questions before we finish? Jakob, Shoshana, either of you?
No, I think I need to try it.
Okay, yes. Definitely try it out and let me know if you do need any questions.
Thank you very much.
Okay, good to see you both. See you. Take care. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
See you
See you soon.